get serious. Get serious after this YouTube video. Put it out there. Serious. Hey guys, it's gonna be a story time. I didn't get kicked out the house. How I snuck out the house and I got my ass beat. So yeah, story time. How I snuck out the house and I got my ass beat. This took place in, how old was I? I was 13. I was going to 8th grade. Okay, I was 13. I was going to 8th grade. Okay. And this was in the summer. This was in July. And it was right after my cousin's birthday. Her birthday party. So it was me, my cousin, and one of our friends. It was us 3. And at the time, my cousin was talking to this boy. We're gonna call him... Really, bitch?
You started?
Yes, I started.
It's still going?
Yes, it's still going. So, okay. We're gonna call him... Okay, so she was talking to this boy. We're gonna call him Jeremy. So, Jeremy had a friend. We're gonna call his friend Derek. Okay. So, and then Jeremy and Derek had another friend. We're gonna call him Octagon. Okay. Jeremy, Derek, Octagon. Alright. So, my cousin and Jeremy have been talking for like a minute. Like, they was like getting serious type stuff, you know? Okay. So, they was talking for like a minute. And then, after her birthday party. So, this is the night after. This is the night after her birthday party. And Jeremy and Derek are together. And my cousin is texting Jeremy. And then Jeremy was like, y'all trying to sneak out? Sneak out. Okay. So we all just looking at each other. We like, I want to do it. So we come up with this plan, blah, blah, blah. We come up with this plan. So we like, how we going to get out the house? We knew we couldn't go through the front door because there was an alarm system on the house. So we couldn't go through the front door. So now my cousin, her brother was not there. That's a very important part. Her brother was not there for like days. So his room is downstairs. My aunt and my uncle's room is upstairs. So what we did is we went downstairs in her brother's room. We moved his bed out the way, his big bed. We moved it out the way, and we went out the window because his window goes to the backyard. So we went out the window, and then we had to jump the fence. My aunt and uncle's window was right above it. And first of all, my cousin fell and she tripped on the trash can. She tripped on the trash can. She fell. She made a loud ass noise. Dumbass. And then we all had to jump the fence. We was loud. Should have got caught right then. We didn't. I don't know why we didn't, but we should have. So yeah, we jumped the fence, and now we all just sitting in the driveway. We just sitting in the driveway. Now the plan was that we was gonna wait and we was gonna walk down the street because they were gonna pull up. They couldn't pull up in front of the house because like, duh. So the plan was we was gonna walk down the street because my cousin lived in a cul-de-sac. So it was like a long street and then a cul-de-sac, and then that's where she lived. So we was gonna walk down the street to the stop sign. They was gonna pick us up from there. That's what we did. Street. So we walked down there and we get to the end of the street and we waiting for them to come pick us up. Now, Jeremy and Derek didn't have a car because we were in middle school. They didn't have a car. So Derek had to steal his dad's car in order for them to come get us. So it was just a lot of bad things on top of a lot of bad things. So they pull up, we all getting in the car, and I'm sitting in the front with Derek, and Jeremy, my cousin, and my friend are all sitting in the back.
Damn.
And Derek did not know how to drive at all. Like, you know somebody don't know how to drive when they tell everybody to be quiet so that they can drive.
Bro, shut the fuck up. Damn.
I'm gonna make sure my mama feel it. Shut up! I'm sorry, you can't.
Like, he was doing all kinds of twists and turns, and we had I don't remember what exactly happened, but all I know is somebody pulled up behind us and started writing down the license plate number, and it was just a lot. So after this, we get in the car, so we just drive it, and now we finna go to Octagon House. So we driving, and this is probably like a 5-minute drive. So we driving, and we go to Octagon House. Now we had to sneak in, so we had to sneak out of my cousin's house and then sneak in to Octagon House. My friend was geeking over Octagon. She was like, "I want to suck that dick," and I was like, "Oh." So yeah. So in order to get in the Octagon House, we had to go through his front window. The window that was in front of his house, we had to go through that window in order to get in his house. And that window led to this room. It was like, I don't think it was nobody's room. It was just a random room. So we all climbed through the window, and now it's all 6 of us just in Octagon House. And people was at his house. I think it was his granny that was at his house. So we all just sitting in this one room. We just chilling. Me and Derek sitting on the floor. Octagon and my friend in a corner, and then Jeremy, my cousin, is sitting on the bed, and we all just sitting there talking, just looking at each other, not doing anything. And then we separated. Jeremy and my cousin went to another room. Like, they had to sneak through the house, and they went to another room, and then they was in there. And then me and Derek are sitting on the bed, and then Octagon and my friend are sitting on the floor. So me and Derek sitting on the bed, and then Derek started getting touchy, was like kissing all on me, was like all over it. He was just everywhere. He was like kissing all on me. He was touchy. And then he tried to pull my pants down. I was like, no. Yeah. Okay. So then he was like trying to put his hands in my pants, trying to put my pants down. I was like, get the fuck, get. Yeah. So then Jeremy and my cousin come back in the room, and then we all sitting there. We putting 2 and 2 together. We like, they trying to have sex. I was like, sex? What is sex? I never even heard of that. What is that? We not finna do that. That's not what's finna happen. And then they just sitting there like, we just like, that's not finna happen. So at this point, they're upset. They're mad. And they was upset for like 10-15 minutes, but then they got over it. So now we just all sitting in the same room. We just chilling, laughing, blah, 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 cooling, kicking it, blah, 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 blah. So then the night's basically over. We didn't do anything because we didn't want to do anything. So then they drive us back to the stop sign in my cousin's neighborhood. Drive us back to the stop sign. And Derek was still mad at me because I ain't want to do. Derek was still mad at me. And I told him bye, and he didn't even look at me. So yeah, that was that. So we walked down the street back to my cousin's house and jumped the fence, climbed back through the window, got back upstairs, and everything was good. We got back at like 4 or 5 in the morning. It was somewhere around there. And my auntie and them, I think they had left for work already, because they don't usually bother us when we're at their house. So yeah, so night 2 is when we started walking. Night 2 was the walking night, like the night of walking. It was a lot of walking. It was too much walking. So on the second night, we did the usual, jumped the fence, went out the window, all that stuff, did all of that. We went and we was walking. We saw the driveway. My uncle's car was gone. So we was looking at each other. We like, where is he at? Like his car's not here, but my auntie's here, but he's not here. It's like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. We're like, where's my uncle? Why is he not here? Why is he not in his bed asleep? We should have been in the bed asleep, but we like, why is he not in the bed asleep? So we should have just went back in the house, but we was like, nah, we still finna go. So basically what we did to make sure that we did not get pulled up on by my uncle while we were walking down the street looking homeless was that every time a car came down the street, we would run and hide. We would run and hide. This was so unnecessary because the gag is...
I'm high. I better get a kiss from this.
The car was stolen. Somebody, right before we left the house, somebody stole the car out the driveway. So we thinking he gone, but somebody really took that bitch. So we just going, and every single time a car came down the street, we was running high. We out of breath, we sweating for no reason because the car was stolen. So we running, hiding every single time a car came down the street. And I remember one time a car came down the street. It was me and Octagon. It was me, Octagon, and my friend. A car came down the street. We all ran and hid in front of this garage, hiding between this garage and this car. So we just sitting there waiting for the car to pass by, and then the garage started going up, and they was like, "Get from in front of my motherfucking house!" I was like, dudes was flying off, people was falling. It was just a lot. It was just a lot. So we just running, and people getting left behind. I turned into a track star. I was gone because was not finna catch me lagging. Wasn't no white woman finna snatch me up. Nobody. So we just running. Eventually, we get away. These people go back inside that house. Eventually, when that happened, so we just running like the whole time for no reason because nobody was looking for us. We just running for no reason, and that happened. So yeah, we walked all the way to Octagon's house. They met with us halfway, but then we all had to walk back to Octagon's house, which took at least another hour and a half because that's just how far it was walking distance. It's a mess. We stink. I know we stank because we've been outside. We're sweating. It's a mess. It's just a mess. Ghetto as fuck. The way to get into Octagon's house was we had to jump the gate, but this gate was like had bars. So Octagon and Jeremy had to push us up and over the gate. Basically, like they had to pick us up and push us over. Then they had to jump it themselves. So then we all get over the gate and we all walk to Octagon's house. And at this point, we just in there chilling. And you know we not finna do the do because they tried to do that the other night. It didn't work, so we not finna do it tonight. I remember just laying on the bed and I was thinking, we really gotta walk back. Like we walked all the way here and now we gotta walk back. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, if I gotta sleep here tonight, I will, because I do not want to walk back. But I walked back. So then we all just in there. We was like, bro, we're bored. Like, do y'all want to go back? And we were like, okay, let's go. Let's get it started because we gotta walk back eventually. So we might as well just get started now. No one actually wants to go back to the house, but we just didn't want to be at Octagon's house, basically. Now, where my cousin lived, she had a park. She had a park and a pool right in the back of her house. So that's where we went. Now, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. The pool is closed. But that didn't never stop black people. So, Octagon and Jeremy jump the pool gate and get into the pool and jump into the pool with their clothes on. pool, just being ghetto. This was so ghetto. All 3 nights was just ghetto. What was we doing? So they in the pool, jump in the pool. Now they're wet. Knowing they don't got no clothes. Knowing they don't got clothes. Just being them. So they went swimming for like 15 minutes. They got out. They got out the pool, jumped the gate, and now we walk to my cousin's house. All of us, we walk to my cousin's house. We all jump the fence, and we all go inside of my cousin's brother's room. And we're all sitting on there. So we're telling them, we're like, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Don't even breathe. Don't even blink. Be quiet, because if they come down here and they hear something, that's it. That's it for everybody. So we like, everybody, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Period. So we all sitting in my cousin's brother's room. Well, my cousin. So we all sitting in my cousin's room. And I forgot what happened, but Jeremy and my cousin started arguing. I don't know what they was arguing about, but they started arguing. So he pissed my cousin off. And my cousin was like, get the fuck out. Get out. Get out right now. And me and my friend was like, calm down. Like, it was never that deep. Just, I don't know what they was arguing about, but I know it was not that deep. We just like, calm down. It's not that deep. So she kicked everybody out. She kicked them out. And then, so we like, you know what? You not finna do them like that. We finna go with y'all. So me and my friend went with Octagon and Jeremy outside after my cousin had kicked them out. So we had went with them, and I just remember us just being outside, just to be outside. Like, we wasn't even doing nothing. I think we went to the park or something. But I remember that we came back, and we seen that lights in the house was on. Me and my friend, we seen that the house lights was on. So we like, who the fuck is up? So we go, and we like calling Paris, and then we like run back to the house. We hurry up and get back inside the house. Come to find out, nobody was up. Paris just felt like turning lights on. So we like, bro, Paris, like, you scared the shit out of us. Why would you turn on all those lights? You had me thinking somebody was up. She was like, I don't know, because she was still mad over the Jeremy situation. She was like, I don't know. So that was that night, and then Jeremy and Octagon had to walk all the way home, but that was them. I wouldn't even worry about them at that point. So then we go back upstairs, we go to sleep. That was that. Day 3 was the day. It was the last night we snuck out, and the night that we got toe up from the flow up. We got that ass toe up. Toe the fuck up. Okay? Alright. So night 3 wasn't really a lot of walking. It was some walking, but not as much as night 2. Just the same people. Me, my friend, my cousin, us 3. But we're gonna call him Carrot. We're gonna call him Carrot. So it was Carrot. It was me, my cousin, my friend, Carrot, Octagon, Jeremy, and my old best friend. So we gonna call him Uzi. We're gonna call him Uzi because he really liked Lil Uzi back then. So it was an Uzi. So it was all 7 of us. Basically this night we had walked to Jack in the Box. We walked to Jack in the Box, and we was waiting for Carrot to come pick us up. Now I think Carrot stole his sister's car, so we were just riding around in a whole bunch of stolen cars. So Carrot stole his sister's car. Like, he had to wait for his sister to fall asleep, and then he took her car. I don't even know how old Carrot was. I don't know where Carrot was from. All I knew was that Carrot was named Carrot. So yes. So we walked all the way through the neighborhood. That hour walk. Went through the highway. Went through the forest. And then we walked down the road to Jack in the Box. So we at Jack in the Box, and we just sitting there on the side of the, because Jack in the Box was closed. So we just sitting there on the side of the road, looking homeless, waiting for Carrot to come get us. And we was sitting there for like 20 minutes, and at this point we was like, he's not coming, like, what's going on? So then Carrot pulls up. all right, I gotta get gas. So it was like, all right, cool. So we sitting in a car, and he pumped the gas in the car, and we was gonna go. We was like, all right, bet. The car wouldn't start. Our hearts were in our asses. The car would not start. So we just looking at each other. What now? Then the car started. So it was like, all right, cool, bet. This is when we go pick everybody up. So we went to go pick up Octagon, Jeremy, and Uzi. So Carrot was driving, and Octagon was sitting in the front. My friend was sitting on his lap, and then in the back was Jeremy, who was all booed up with my cousin, and then it was just me and Uzi. So Uzi was being, even though we was best friends, he was being too friendly. Like he was like, he had his hand like all right here, and he was doing all of this, and like I couldn't go that far. Like I was sitting next to the door, so I scooted up and I scooted away like like as much as possible, and I'm just looking out the window just like this, and I'm just like this, just looking out the window. I was so uncomfortable, and I'm texting my friend and my cousin. I was like, he touching me too much. I don't know what to do. Please, somebody come trade seats with me. Da, 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 da. So then we go to Walmart. We went to Walmart because, yeah, just to go to Walmart. And Carrot knew how to drive. Carrot did know how to drive, but he just drove really fast and reckless. So we pull up to Walmart. We all go into Walmart. Octagon don't have on a shirt. And we just this big old group of kids looking ghetto in a Walmart, and they just looking at us, and they just like, please don't break or steal nothing. And we just like, okay. And so we just walking around Walmart just because we're bored. We buying snacks. I think I paid for the snacks. I don't even remember. I probably did pay for the snacks. And yeah, we just got a whole bunch of snacks. And then they was talking to Octagon. They was like, sir, put a shirt on. You can't come in here without a shirt. So this man went all the way to the men's section, got an extra large shirt, and put it on.
That look like a Jackie Chan.
So we just get all the snacks, and then we leave, and we start driving. We drove to a neighborhood. I don't know what possessed Carrot to do this, but this man started going like 100 miles per hour. I'm not even exaggerating. That's how fast he was going. And everybody, well, not everybody, all the boys in the car was just hyping him up to go faster. We like, no. Are you forgetting? It's our lives in the car too? No, like, no. So Uzi was just hyping this man head up, telling him go faster, go faster, go faster.
And I'm gonna get the smoking.
Oh my!
You can swing down this hole. You can go.
Yo!
You can fucking go down this.
Oh shit!
Let's get it, nigga. I'm not doing anything.
Shut the fuck!
I'll tell you where it's dog.
Oh,
You go.
yo!
My friend was like, Uzi, shut the fuck up. And it was just a lot. So then he going like 100 miles per hour. He pulled up on a cop. So we go, and he pulled up on a cop, and I'm like, slow down. Luckily, we didn't get pulled over, because if we got pulled over, I would have did the race. They would not have seen me again, because I wasn't finna get caught acting like that. I refused. Luckily, but he pulled up on a, he slowed down like just in time, and the cop drove away. He drove away. He was minding his business. Thank God, he was minding his business. So that was that. This point, it's getting really late, and we was like, we finna go back to Octagon house, take them back home. We're like, okay, so we go back to Octagon house. I don't know how this part even started. All I know is Jeremy and Octagon got into some type of argument, and they was like, hey bro, catch your 30. I was like, oh my God, the ghetto. It was like, hey bro, catch your 30. So now they in the middle of the street, no shoes, no shirts, fighting at who knows what o'clock in the morning. And then Uzi was just over there instigating, like the instigator he is. He was instigating the whole night. Now he's still instigating, talking about, yeah bro, y'all come catch y'all 30. Da, 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 da. I was like, oh my god. And then my friend was over here hyping up Octagon, because that was her man at the time. She was like, go Octagon, go Octagon. And I'm just looking because I don't got no man out here. So yeah, and then after they had their little 30 little round, they went back, and then Carrot drove us back. Now he didn't drive us all the way back to my cousin's house, but he drove us like to the highway so that we could walk back. Go back to the house. We got back in safely and soundly for the third time, thinking we was just these stealthy ninjas that could never get caught and that could never do no wrong, and that we could just do anything in the world and never get caught. That was not the case. So we get back in, we take showers, go to sleep. It's the next day. They was like, y'all, let's meet at the Jack in the Box and get something to eat. We was like, okay. So we walk into the Jack in the Box. We get to the Jack in the Box, and we just sitting in there, we just chilling. We got food, all of that. Now, I don't know what we was about to do, but I know this is what happened. This is when we knew everything was over. This is when it all fell apart. So we left Jack in the Box. We were all standing outside, and my auntie called my cousin, and I knew it was over when I seen the look on my cousin's face. So me and my friend, we just like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, why? Like, what is she saying? What is going on? And she was making us mad because she wasn't saying anything. So they finally got off the phone, and then she said that my auntie was like,
y'all asses left my motherfucking house.
So basically she said that she seen a video or a picture, that somebody sent her a video or a picture of us being out late, something. I don't know, like somebody posted a video of us. It was Uzi on Snapchat, and it had the timestamp on it. It was us being out at like who knows what o'clock in the morning, and then somebody sent that I guess they screenshotted it, sent it to my auntie, and that's when she called us, and then that's when everything happened. That's when our lives just fell apart, and people was blowing up my cousin's phone. A family member was blowing up her phone. We don't know what to do. So we finally get back to my cousin's house, and we just sitting in her bed just looking at each other. This is really it. This just really happened. It's done with. We're just done with. So me knowing the people that take care of me knowing both of my legal guardians, they finna take my phone. So I'm just going through, I'm deleting everything that had anything to do with what we done did is gone. I deleted messages, contact names, apps, pictures, everything is gone, because I was already knowing what was finna happen. So they pulled up, right? They pull up. We like, oh, fuck. They pulled up, and we hear them come through the door. They say, bring y'all asses down here now. It was like, fuck. So we just looking at each other. We just said our goodbyes, and we just went downstairs. It was one couch in the living room. It was one couch just to fit the three of us, and we all just sitting on a couch looking like some little lost puppies. We just looking stupid. So it was my auntie and my cousin Granny. It was just them two right now. And my auntie was pregnant at the time. So they just going off. They like, I don't even know what to do. my auntie was like, I would be beating y'all asses right now if I wasn't pregnant. I was like, fuck. They was just going off. They was saying any and everything that came to their head. Like, they was heated. They was mad. And they was just going off. They was like, who's y'all with? What did y'all do? Where did y'all go? Why did y'all leave? And we're just making up lies. We don't know what to say. So we just making up all kind of lies. We just like, we just went to go get something to eat. This is lying. And the gag is, we only told them it was one night. We only told them that we snuck out one night when it was 3 nights. And to this day, they still think it was only one night. So, I hear a knock at the door. It was my mama. This lady, if only I could show y'all how she walked in the room. She walked in the house with the biggest smile on her face. I'm about something, hey y'all, bitch, you finna beat my ass and you in here cheesing? The first thing she did was she got a belt and she looked at me. She said, come on. Why did I have to go first? So she pushed me. She was pushing me upstairs. Bro. She pushed me all the way into my cousin's room. And I'm just looking at the ground. I'm just thinking about my whole life. She didn't even get no words out before she started swinging. She said, boom, 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 boom. She had me in a corner. I couldn't go nowhere. She had me in a corner. So she was just like, what did I tell you, motherfucking ass? You done stepped out my house. You done did this and that. She was saying all kind of stuff, and she was going in. She was, and then I'm just in the corner like, oh. But I was eating that shit though. Like, did not one tear fall from my face because I'm a fucking G, period. So she beat my ass. She had that belt slinging everywhere. She told me up. So I got beat for like maybe a good 5 minutes, something like that. And then she pushed me all the way back downstairs. And then I came, cause like they ain't hear me scream or nothing. I ain't scream. I ain't make no type of noise. I ain't even cry. So then I just came back downstairs, and then they just look at me, and then I could tell by their face that they was confused, cause they was like, why she not crying? So then they still yelling, they still asking all type of questions. And then my auntie was like, so whose idea was it? And then they specifically asked my cousin, because they know she gonna fold under pressure. I knew my cousin was finna fold. I just knew it. So they all just in her face. It was like, whose idea was it? She was like, it was Bailey, bitch. And then my mama was like, nah, don't even make that face, cause I know it was you. I was like, what? I was in that room and agreed on it together. Anyways, so then that happened. Then it was time for ass whooping number 2. And that was, who was that? That was my cousin. She was the second one. So her granny got the belt, brought her upstairs. She put that belt on her. All you heard was screaming and falling and crying. Just like, stop, please, stop. Like, and I was like, girl, you don't gotta do all that. Like, oh, you don't gotta do all that. So she was crying. She was loud. She came back downstairs with snot, all the tears down. Yeah. And then they still going in on us, going in. My stepdaddy even took my phone. He going through. He was like, who is this and who is this? Cause like I changed contact names. So I think it was Jeremy. Okay, yeah, Jeremy. I changed his name to like a girl's name. I think it was like Raquel or something. He was like, why are you talking to Raquel so much? And I was like, I don't know. And so then my friend's mama came. Now, my friend's mom is a church-going woman. God is her savior. So she came. She was wearing all black, like she just left church. Like she just left church or something. She had on all black and her little black skirt, her black stockings. She was dressed to impress. So she came in and she had the straightest look on her face, and her hands was just crossed like this. And all I know is she was asking all type of questions too. And then she got the belt and she brought it upstairs and she put it to work. And what I remember is my friend told me that before she got a whooping, her mama laid on the floor and prayed and then started beating her. And it was the same thing. It was screaming and crying, please stop doing this to me. She was like, how many more? And then she came back downstairs with a bloody nose, and she had to get tissue, and her nose was just bleeding. Her nose was bleeding, and it was just so much going on. And then my auntie had pulled me to the washroom. She was like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but she just going in on me in private. I was like, for what? And then we was all just sitting back on the couch, and then my mama started hitting me in my head. That's when I folded. That's when she broke me. I'm just like, oh. I was like, stop. And she was like, just hit me in my head. And then that's when I started crying because she was pissing me off. So I was like, this nigga hit me in my head. I'm finna start fighting. I'm finna start swinging. So then that's when I started crying because of how mad I was. So then my friend went home. Her mama took her home. And then my people took me home. And then we driving. You want something to eat? Something to eat? No. You just beat my life out of me and you actually don't want something to eat? What? So then that happened, and then the whole car ride, it was just about how what could have happened to me, how we could have died, blah da 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 da. Just being parents, just talking about all that stuff. And then we didn't see each other for like maybe a good 3 weeks. I was the only one that got my phone taken. I know that. I was the only one out the group that got my phone taken. And then I finally got my phone back. And then we had linked up at my friend's house this time. We had linked up at my friend's house because my auntie did not want us coming back to her house. So we linked up at my friend's house. And yeah, that was just that. And then I got my phone back, and then after that we didn't get in trouble for a while because that's when school started, and we all go to different schools. So yeah, moral of the story, don't get caught sneaking out of the house. You can sneak out the house, but don't get caught.